Welcome back to the ride home. We haven't done this in a long time. Uh, you might hear my wife text me. I'm waiting for her to text me something while I'm on my way home. So, wow, and it's starting to rain. Got to have the light on in the car because. So, I haven't done this in quite a while. Not because I haven't wanted to, it's just I've been so busy with work and everything that I never get time. Um, and I know it's because I go home in the dark and it's kind of annoying to drive around with your dome light on. Anyway, um, I think I got a brake dragon. Content. So what I want to talk about are barn finds. To be brutally honest, I'm getting sick and tired of the barn find name being used. Um, and tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, seriously. It seems like nowadays everybody's barn find, barn find, barn find. If it's got a piece of dust and been sitting in a driveway for a week, someone's saying, I got a barn find. And it hasn't run for 30 years. I mean, and I'm not doubting legitimate barn finds. But God, if you pull it out of someone's garage, it's a garage find. Pull it out of someone's backyard, it's a yard find, field find, driveway find. And I get most of these are cars that have been put aside, and cars that people have been like, I'm gonna work on that car, and then next thing you know, it's 5 years later, and or 10 years later or longer, and but I understand the meaning behind it. It's just annoying. And what got me on this kick is I was browsing around on YouTube today or this morning before work, and there was a video at a car show where they had the Barn Find Nationals. Barn Find. Now it's a competition. Now it's a contest. It's so stupid. It's just getting out of hand. Nationals? Barn Find Nationals? What's the worst car I can bring to a car show and hope to God I win the Barn Find Nationals? And they had cool cars there, and for the record, it was the top few barn finds, which makes me question whether or not they were actually barn finds. They never really said, oh, it was sitting in Guy's Field, it was sitting in this and sitting in that, and there's a couple of them that were really nice that I'm pretty certain were not barn finds. I mean, they might have been sitting in someone's garage or someone's storage somehow, some way. There was only one there that someone pulled out of a junkyard, and that still isn't a barn find. Why is he in the Barn Find Nationals? That was a junkyard find. A nice junkyard find. It was totaled out not a Chevy. It was a Chevy. It was a Chevelle. The heavy Chevy. That's what it was. But it was totaled out. It's just. I don't know. It got me thinking. Is it really? I bought a Volvo that was sitting in a guy's yard for 2 years, does that mean it's a barn find? Just because it's not been sitting for 30 years and uh, it wasn't in a barn? Because apparently not being in a barn isn't a disqualifier for being a barn find. This sat in a guy's yard for 2 years. I bought it, dirt cheap, put it on the road, which wasn't hard to do, put a battery in it. You see the video on it right here. But does that qualify as a barn find since all these other things qualify as a barn find? I don't know. So, what do you guys think? I mean, I'm curious what other people think. I think it's getting out of hand. And I've kind of thought it before this morning, but this morning was the icing on the cake. It was the straw that broke the camel's back. It was the barn find nationals. Come on. And a couple of them were really nice cars. Really nice cars that looked like they had never seen a speck of dust in their life. I would assume, I could be wrong, but I would assume the barn find nationals should be dirty old cars. And there were a couple of them there. You know, dirty old, it looked like they just pulled it out of a barn. Just dirt, rotted. One had a shredded convertible top, but it was a rare car, and that was part of it too. They got to be rare cars. Does a rare car, or say, maybe I pull a plain Jane V6 1969 Camaro out of someone's yard? Does that, because it's not a rare Camaro, does that disqualify it from being a barn find? And the fact I pulled it out of his yard, does that disqualify it from being a barn find? Apparently not. And I do know where there's a 69 Camaro sitting in a field, but I don't have the money to offer him for it. I know it's been sitting for about 10 years because they used to drive it. I don't know what happened. I am interested. The roof is rotted. That's all right. I'll cut the roof off it. If I've learned anything from Pole Barn Garage, I can just cut the roof off it. Enjoy the car. Anyway, I'm ranting. That's what this is. This is just a rant about barn finds. And like there's this YouTube series. It's on the Haggerty channel called Barn Find Hunter, which used to be really cool. Because he was always in search of just dilapidated. Is that how you say that? Just rundown cars sitting in, someone's field or someone's barn or someone's garage, but they were run down, hadn't been moved in decades. That's what that used to be, and now it's turning into really nice cars. A lot of brakes. A lot of rare cars. And some pretty cool cars, but it's Barn Find Hunter, not let's go check out this guy's garage. It's got tons of cars in it that he's working on. Barn finds are cars that are forgotten, aren't they? Oh, I put my camera up better. At least that's what I think. I smacked my mic. I'm sorry. They're cars that were forgotten, sitting around, just collecting dirt, dust, a revival type car. And revivals, that's getting on my nerves too, honestly. Anyway, this is all about barn finds and my thoughts on them. I used to love the idea when it first became a thing, and now it's just barn find nationals. Really? See you next time.